to talk to your local government chairman. But today you can't talk to the president. You don't have access to him easily as you do to the local government chairman or even the governor. So if that particular issue that means the government, the power have been taken down to the people to see what they can contribute.
Which means that, you know, the problem is not that we don't have laws.
Yes.
It's been the capacity to implement it or the will sometimes to implement it.
Sure.
If that is the case, what then is the guarantee that these new treaties that we're signing will have the will to also do what we need to do by them?
It will. Let me just go back again that the whistleblower bill have been signed. The mutual legal assistance has been signed by the Senate also. This is still part of anti-corruption move. If I could still recall it, the NFI that have been signed also is still part of it, and other relevant laws to take care of things. I still here, I mean, I have to advise the government that they should step up the game and talk the walk. I still believe and I hope that things will change. I believe in President Buhari because I knew what he has done in the past, during the military days. So that's my advice to him.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your advice. You were saying that, you know, you believe in him.
I believed in him.
Yes.
Actually, I watched his, during the military days, I saw what he has actually done. That I know that things will change. Because it's not easy. If you look at this country, people are not, to change people from negative to positive is always very difficult. Because we have used a particular ways of life. So that's why the reason for education and enlightenment has to come in. Please change from this seat to this seat. This is the reason why if you leave this seat to this seat. If you move to this seat, this is the gain you're going to attract. Then from there, at least, you'll be able to convince them and have a change of heart. There is need for the law enforcement agency. For instance, if I arrest you now, you say, okay, I'm arresting Mope Ogun because it's simply because with China television. What of the other Mr. A in AIT, why don't you arrest him? Instead of us to look at the issue, why Mope Ogun has been arrested? That's supposed to be the basis. So the attitude to that problem is our major problem. We don't talk in the walk. We don't do that. When you talk, I mean, you walk for action to follow it, to commensurate with what we have just said. I don't know whether I'm getting what I just said, you know.
Are you confident that the federal government will walk the talk for this agreement to eventually, you know, take root?
Yes, maybe just a few days that the treaty has been signed. So,
what are you hoping to see in the next couple of days and in the next couple of weeks as a result of this agreement that has been signed? I'm
hoping to see goodies, of course. In fact, it's the intention that matters. Before going or signing on this treaty, that means it has a good thing for Nigeria. So I'm hoping to see good things to happen.
What kind of good things are you hoping to see happen?
Yes, those that are alleged that have taken our money with conspicuous evidence, I think they have to go and face the law. You knew in the past you don't arrest retired generals, you don't arrest former governors. But today you are seeing what's happening. Although there are a lot of criticism, but that does not stand. If you are taking the substance, look at the issue. I think every reasonable man will see that this man is trying. But when you arrest somebody without any genuine reason, that is where the case come out happen. So if things are done, as I said, in the best manner it could, yes, there are room for mistakes because we are not God. But that mistake should not cause any injury to the nation. That is my take.
When you look at how pervasive corruption is, I mean, we just saw only recently the UNODC's report in conjunction with the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics. When you look at how pervasive corruption is, do you really think that it's something that we are willing to fight as a country?
Yes, it's a long process. If you look at that report, it's like the last 5 years report, not this recent report, from one of Bureau of Statistics or so. That was that the past successful government have not...
It was a report from last year, I think. It was done over 2015 to 2016. It was released in 2017.
But those activities are not what actually happened in this particular government. I'm not defending this government. I know because they are talking about what they say research conducted on the past activities of what actually happened, maybe 2 or 3 years or so.
No. It's the perception of corruption right now. I mean,
yes.
Between 2015 to 2016, how do Nigerians still perceive corruption in the country? How pervasive is corruption in the country?
How Nigerians perceive or how they see it. Is that what the question is?
Yes, how pervasive corruption is in the country. How do we perceive corruption is pervasive in the country? I think that study was done between 2015 and 2016.
So when you say passive, it still remains passive. You know, when they are silent, people tend to carry rumor around. We know what the damage a rumor causes to a nation, even at family level. If you're doing things and you don't get clear to your family, they may not understand you. They're just looking at you moving. They call it body language. So people can translate or interpret it in different ways as per individual concern. That is what actually I think is the problem, because with the issue of this, the recent TSA, to the base of my knowledge, I don't think people can just go and take money and have. Because in fact, there is no even idle fund. It's not when you have idle fund that people have to now go and tamper with those funds. You see, last month or so, some banks were taken to court. 6 of them were later exonerated, and one of them was hooked on the.
So you believe, sorry to interrupt you, you believe that a lot is being done to fight corruption, but you also just said that we all know that, yes, police is supposed to be our friend, but police is not really our friend. These are the areas that Nigerians still perceive a lot of work still needs to be done.
Yes.
You agree with them?
Yes, I agree. Because recently we saw some police officers were dismissed from their various posts. The one that attacked, the bungled former president's property, Jonathan, Goodluck Jonathan, and others that happened. I've seen how they were dismissed. Somebody even took 100 naira in Lagos and he was dismissed. So that is another way of telling them that there's no business as usual. I told her it's not easy. It has been a lingering problem that we refuse to attend to.
And I can say that this discussion is definitely one that will continue, but we have to thank you most kindly for coming on Sunrise Daily. Mr. Audu Siyaka is a financial analyst with over 2 decades experience in the financial sector of Nigeria. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Please stay with us.